So Max, Brad, and Alex last year did this talk. So now it's week 3. This is the tips and tricks to survive RIT, because this is your first week. I know we kind of switched things up for our first little meeting, but we want you to also live through college. That'd be cool. Living is cool. So we're gonna kind of just skip through this. This is me, year 4 out of 5. You know the vibes. Numero presidento, or however that goes. Penny. You already got yourself.
Yeah, that's me. You guys know me. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So the point of the presentation, we're going to show you kind of our old person perspective on how to survive RIT academically, socially, and professionally. So this is kind of a multifaceted approach to making it through 4 to 5 years here. So first off, academically, classes. So a lot of the different members here are going to use different approaches to manage their classes. Notion was a really big one. Big Baller Brady came up with this awesome Notion template that got passed around. You can also use Trello. We use Google Calendar for a lot of things too. It's kind of just whatever works for you.
There's also a new one that Mr. Brad was using called, was it Graphite or was it
Obsidian?
Obsidian?
No, that's the notes. I lied.
It's not. It's another project management software. So if you want to take a look into that and do a presentation, like you're welcome. That's the case.
You can link your My Courses to your Notion.
Yeah, you can do that. That's huge.
Yep. Ask Lynn about it.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I know there was plugins for that, but we saw it. Keep going.
Yeah, so that's really, really nifty. I didn't actually know that. That's really cool. You're gonna, once you start getting your own scheduling, which is gonna come next semester, as first years you didn't have the option to, but you're gonna have to try to find good professors that like work for you. Rate My Professor. I mean, that's kind of the yield classic tried and true method of reviews. But it'd be really cool if there was a assortment of students who all took the same exact classes that you are going to be taking and could offer your opinion. But okay, I will say watch out for little biases. Some people have been wronged, probably their own fault.
Yeah.
But just try to get a collection of different assessments of each professor to see what works for you. And schedule your classes in a way that works. CSH, the Computer Science House, is a schedule maker. You just type in whatever classes you want, and it'll bingo, bango, bongo to just throw out like different permutations of what works. You could Google Sheets it. I don't know why you do that, to be honest. When freecollegeschedulemaker.com is a very legitimate site that I use all the time when I'm scheduling my classes. It makes it really cool. So just find what works for you to kind of make your little pretty little calendar and see what your classes are have. Yeah, little mental health.
Yeah, mental health. This stuff's important, man. As your resident caffeine addict, unfortunately, please don't drink caffeine. It's real easy to fall into that trap of like, oh, I'm gonna drink a Monster and stay up at 2 doing this homework, 123. Oh, I'm gonna drink another one, and then you start drinking caffeine every single day. Then you need to survive, and it's not fun, and it's not healthy. So don't do that. Drink some water, drink a little juice. Sleep is also important. In the past, I will admit I've made many sleeps in the club. That's not good. You should not be sleeping on campus. You need to go to your dorm and get at least 6 hours. Do not sleep in the club. I will yell at you. I won't. I'm good. And yeah, pace yourself. I know a lot of people kind of want to touch all the things at one time, but you will burn out and you will recognize that I can't do that. I'm human. Like me, did rugby, in Nesby, in e-board, in life. You have to find a balance. That's what companies do. Finding that balance. So, and ask for help. I think one of the biggest things that I struggle with is asking help. I'm not perfect, no one is. It's okay not to know. Everyone doesn't know everything. So feel free to ask for help. We're always in there, whether it's for CSEC related classes or life. I've seen some things. I've been in the field a few times. That's real. It's real to me.
Yeah, surrounding ourselves socially. Oh, we don't rehearse this at all. You can see it very clearly. But so education is one thing, but being able to actually like leave your classes and go enjoy life is a completely different thing. So just like sliding lever. All right. Food, yeah, that's a whole thing. Ask me about that. But food is a big part of living because it's how you live. So while you're in Rochester, there's a classic dish called the garbage plate. I've never had it. Personally, I would recommend against it. But that's one of those things that, like, if you're in the zone, then try a garbage plate. It's just kind of just an unholy conglomeration of
Unholy conglomeration.
I don't know how else to describe it.
meats, yeah.
On campus, however, visiting chefs, Pakistani House is one of like our patron saint of our RIT side. We love Pakistani House. True.
Good food is waiting.
Good food. Love that. India House comes on campus. Damangu.
They're very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of different places. Just try to get a little variety in your dieting because they actually have pretty decent food and it's on rotation, so that just does all the hard work for you. On campus wise, with the actual dining locations, everywhere has something like nice about it. Races is all you can eat now. That's pretty cool. Salsa Rita's, there's usually some pretty good stuff there. The bars there. Crossroads, you can find different things at Crossroads that are good. Commons is the best chicken nugget. They're the only place with chicken nuggets. So every little try out all the different locations. Everything's got pretty good food. If you were able to get off campus, Wings Over does catering. So we like them for a lot of big events. They're pretty good. Tully's they're like world renowned for the chicken tenders.
I will say that Red Team Deploy Nights have a lot of chicken products for the sample.
True. So real. Dumpling House is a close one. That's good. Biryani House. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it. Tsingtao, another fantastic place. Realistically, any restaurant you find that's just like a wall and there's a single door with maybe a window and it has like some neon sign above, it's going to be the best food you've had in your life. It's the case with Sodom, which is like off campus too.
Yeah,
It's so good, but it's literally just like a wall with one door.
very good Korean food. It's
Scary.
yeah.
Best food ever done. Jay's Diner, they're open 24/7.
No, not anymore.
They are not open 24/7, but it's still a diner. So,
They close at like 10 or 11.
and then if you want really late, those open until 4.
You have to be in the trenches.
It's 4, 2 for delivery.
Yeah, 2 for delivery, 4 for DP down. So that's a pretty common up all night, I need food kind of location. Yeah, order online. That's my advice. What? Is
And for most of those places, they're all little plazas that the RIT bus shuttle will stop at. So if you're feeling like not eating on campus on a weekend, you can take the weekend bus shuttle to go to any of those places. Most
Thank
of
you,
them.
Casey. Casey was saying that the shuttles will transport you there because they're all in the central area. Yeah. Okay, so socially club, sports, so outside of RIT, there's a plethora of other clubs you should contribute to and involve yourself with because computers are cool, but computers are bad. And security's cool, but security's bad, and you need to have a life. Please have a life. I suggest sports. I want to dabble more in rugby right now. And there's some other things too. I know Sophie's involved with Greek life. He's also involved with rugby. Knitting. I was in SB. It's very good. Hooks and needles. Thank you. It's very good to be diverse and come to us to talk about it. I mentioned sports and yeah, just like literally just talk to people as well. What do you say?
intramurals?
Oh, they did, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, play the sports because we have to.
Please touch grass.
Please touch grass. Like I'm like seriously, it's cool to do this computer stuff, but you won't be doing computer stuff for very long if you don't touch grass. So just saying. Yeah.
Yes. There's different events that run on campus that are run by RIT. College Activities Board or CAB, you can look at campus groups and they'll have all of their different things like random movie nights, random food. Go get free stuff. If there's a thing that says there might be free stuff, just go. You can always leave, but it's always better to leave with a backpack of free stuff. The movie nights, they'll have different concerts that come on campus. Just check campus groups. I don't really like campus groups, but it has all the stuff there. So I would recommend using it for that at least. And then most importantly to me is random side quests.
Yeah.
Sometimes little things will happen and you'll just kind of like tag along for this event. And then all of a sudden you're like telling your great grandkids about this random thing you did at college. So make these goofy little memories. Go on the random side quests.
Eating the brisket in some random guy's apartment at 2 a.m.
Hot roast 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, or like me and my little buddy Brayden, we just went out and caught, water balloons at 10 p.m. or other things by a tree that I will not speak about.
Shall we?
Shall we?
And then this is how you survive RIT professionally. that's going to be a big thing. You could kind of play that angle of, oh, I'm here at college to get a job, and to some degree, that is absolutely true. So you want to win, then you got to be down to play the game. TBH. Resumes. That's a big part. A lot of with the automated resume systems, you're going to have something that kind of stands out a little bit. So when you're making your resumes, I know at least for my first co-op, I had to shoot out like 50, 60, something like that. It was kind of a lot. So maybe you might not be able to tailorize your resume to each one of these postings, but if you genuinely really want a job, you want to go above and beyond to make sure you get that job. So try to have like this is my red team specific resume. This is my blue team specific resume. This is my general one, like things like that. And being able to just have relevant skills listed to what you're looking for. There's some online tools. You don't actually want to learn LaTeX like fully. Credle, no, just kidding. Overleaf is pretty good with like LaTeX rendering online. There's another site called Credle that I've not personally used. Just, yeah.
Wait. Also, yeah, I just auto-generated. I know Max Fusco gave a talk when it was HTML resumes last year, which is on the YouTube channel. So that's very good. And Chase has one. So it's very good. Thank you, Casey. And yeah, get it reviewed. There's a whole channel. I believe it was Joe that implemented the thing. Yeah, okay.
Resume review is back. Resume review is back.
Woo. But yeah, you can pop your little resume in there and it will get read by many, many people and they'll give you positive feedback. Do we cover interviews in this?
Probably not.
No, okay. I'll show. Shall we? Yes. Cheers, my friend. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. LinkedIn's kind of just a mix of it. Personally, I mean, realistically, you're going to get a lot of connections. Right? This is an important step for building your community. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, I would recommend making it kind of ASAP. The RITSEC just brand kind of carries a lot of weight. So even if you have like a starter LinkedIn profile, that will help you a lot in the long run. Try to get all your basic information, like, yeah, I go to school, I'm at this year, blah, blah, blah. And then have a pretty semi-professional looking picture, nothing too goofy. I'm not going to go any farther than that. Some people say upload a generic resume. I honestly don't do that personally, but that's kind of your own opinion on how you want to do it. And then post when possible. If, like, say, ISTS week or IRSEC weekend comes around and you competed in an IRSEC and you came in first, second, third place, even if you came in last place, make a post saying, hey, I was fortunate enough to be able to compete in this event. Make sure you tag us, just this, yeah. And then just being able to say, like, I'm active in the community, I'm actively contributing to things. Look at the things I'm learning. People eat that up all day. Like, recruiters will just sit there and their job is to, like, doom scroll LinkedIn. And you want to be top of the timeline. And make sure you have your experiences listed. People like volunteering. They don't want to see, like, you're mindlessly typing on a computer 24/7. Like, go out, kind of make experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Keep having unique experiences.
Yeah. Keep doing things. Make sure you list your calls and internships. Honestly, anything helps. Even if you could show that, hey, I was a server for 2 years, that shows you're employable, and that kind of goes a long way. And then, of course, the RITSEC membership. That was Chris. But yeah, make your LinkedIn early. Start now. Go from there.
Yeah. So a big thing on LinkedIn is to connect with people. There are people that very much enjoy connecting with all people on LinkedIn. So do that, connect with people. I don't have a LinkedIn, so I can't really say, like, I don't know then, but yeah, connect with people. A big thing I do though is the conferences. These conferences, there's a lot of smart people in a lot of good places that you will not recognize you're talking to. Like, I was in there talking to, like, the head of foods, and she was my badge together. And I was very scared of kind of who she was. But yeah, be nice. You never know who's listening. So be conscious of what you're saying out of your mouth, because you never know who's listening. Career fairs. A big thing to do for me personally is I go to career fairs and I just talk about stuff that I've done, because a lot of times these interviews are a lot easier to have a conversation about something you're passionate about versus you just reading off your resume and trying to satisfy a thought. It doesn't work out. Career fair.
Oh yeah.
So pretty much we get our sponsors in here and they're looking specifically for RITSEC members. And that's about it.
I mean, I was gonna plug it too.
Oh, dude.
I got this rehearsed.
You do?
I got this rehearsed.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right. So RIT Career Fair itself it's pretty cool. You'll have like 20,000 people all crammed into the gym. You're waiting in line. It's okay. You might get to the front of the line after waiting an hour and they'll tell you, oh, just kidding, we lied. We don't want it in security. And
Yeah.
that's not great to do. But the RITSEC Career Fair Eve, however, lets our sponsors come in and they could say, you know what, we don't care about the RIT Career Fair. We're just going to go to Career Fair Eve. We want a couple security people. We want them to know their stuff. And I know RITSEC produces pretty good people. So we're just going to completely skip all the lines and all that. And we're just going to come hang out here. And we honestly have a couple companies that they won't even go to the career fair. They'll just come hang out with us because they know that they can get pretty cool people just out of the Career Fair Eve event. Someone else I forget, but yeah, Career Fair Eve is a good time. That should be, it's the day before the Career Fair. It's called Career Fair Eve. And you will receive a bunch of information about that. So you'll know when it's coming down the line.
Yeah, quickly though, like I was saying before, though, just sort of make sure these are the people you're talking to during this event are a lot easier to talk about and you're passionate about versus you being scared and stuff. A lot of times, not even as you talk about a project, yeah, that's okay. Always start working. Nothing is too small or too easy to talk about.
Personal projects, you say?
Personal projects. Oh yeah.
I love when a plan comes together, baby.
So you know, we have these class projects we do in 123, 124, and other times I like to do segue to my own person. I'm like, forget that 123 project. Come look at this. Right? And yeah, that's it just works, right? So it gives you the chance to showcase your passion. You're interested in, right? And very niche and unique topics, right? Like charade, right? Charade, niche and yeah, charade is cool stuff. It's very niche and advanced. However, we do happen to have a little thing going on where you can partner with an older RITSEC member and work on a personal project that interests you, and it's called ran by Chase K. So pretty much you get in a group and you are able to work on some cool niche advanced stuff, and then you get to present on it at the end of the semester. So boom, you have a personal project, you have new friends, you have a connection with the older member, and you have a talk that's recorded on YouTube that you can link on your LinkedIn and resume. It's so simple, really. It's great. Another thing that a lot of people like to do is contribute to open source projects on the other before you say, that's also the way to build for I've done that before. It's cool. You can do that. There's people who can probably do it better than I can. But yeah, it's very simple to do that. And present. You know, platform to present and get up to present. And be very kind, and we will not wring you by your neck. You mess up. So we all make mistakes, and that's what.
Yeah. And then once you get to that point, a lot of people try to get co-ops their first year unsuccessful, and that's okay. I didn't have one. I was serving in a restaurant after my first year. So you can kind of just do whatever works for you. You do need to graduate, however. And to be honest, that's where you're going to get to do the cool stuff. That's where you're going to get to meet people. That's where you're going to kind of get to do everything really fun. So personally, I've had, I guess, 3 internships I'd count, maybe like 3.5, maybe like 2 halves of it. I was able to actually, oh yeah, that was MITRE. I love MITRE. If you look up like some divisions of MITRE, that it's just like 80% RITSEC members, and that's awesome. They do really cool stuff there, and that's why a lot of people go there for a reason. So that's one place you could look at. We have a lot of connections. Another one was a research project I got to do at RIT. Sometimes professors will say, hey, I need to do this really complicated thing. It's going to take a while. Please help me out. And that's another great way to get exposure to really cool research, meet really cool people, and get paid for it, which is really nice. And then I also got to do, like, all of these were completely unrelated to each other, which is, I think, the best part, is you get to experience on your co-op kind of just the broad variety of everything that security gets to offer. My last one, I was just evil. They were like, I was at IBM. They're like, we're going to teach you how to break into buildings today. And we're going to teach a week of gaslighting strangers, and then we're going to drive you to the mall to gaslight strangers. Yeah. So you'll get a full experience in security, and getting a co-op is probably the easiest way to do that.
Yeah, I think Anthony's experience is a lot better than mine. I worked for this restaurant called for a little bit. It was supposedly in my trust. I then went back to Maryland and I was with his Comcast. So that was pretty cool. We did a lot of stuff. And then I worked with later. I then was working at a single location, 1539 North Howard, Maryland. You should definitely Google that. It's a good place to work. But anyway, everyone is looking for there's an alumni that works that is the head of rev teaming at Target. Like, what in the world, right? You never think there's rev team stuff, but there are. Target. All right, but anyway, we'll keep going. Surviving RIT.
Yeah, so surviving RIT, I think that's what, yeah. RIT is how you say, a hostile environment where kind of just the ambient like atmosphere is going to be fighting you. I think he wants to.
Oh,
yeah.
Shoot.
This is the last slide. We're good. Yeah, survive RIT. It gets cold here, believe it or not. And I think we had like negative 20 something with wind chill for like last year even. So please like have something warm. If you're coming from like New Mexico or California and you're not used to the weather, please go get something warm. At the very least, like a nice little jacket and gloves, just keep you all toasty inside. Dress in layers. Going from like negative 20 and then the building is like 80,000 degrees, kind of unfortunate. So you can always just like layer. We're gonna ignore that one. Kenny wrote that. I'm gonna ignore that one too.
What? No, yeah. I'm serious. Like, bro, it is nothing worse than walking around. You decided not to get boots, and you're walking down the quarter mile, and your feet are wet. You get into class, and you're sitting there, and your feet are wet and cold. Frostbite is serious. People don't think it is, but it is. You need to invest in some good wool socks. I know there's like smart wool socks, dude, and they like are antimicrobial. It's the heat. I'm being so serious. You guys think I'm joking, but.
And then just to end on a more serious note, because this is written in notes, I didn't actually put that there, but RIT does have an academic rigor to it that if you were just breezing through high school and you weren't ready to just get like, oh, cool, classes, just be ready. Make sure you can understand your own study patterns. There is a dropout rate, and I don't know the number. There is this high. So, yeah, just in general. But just make sure you're reaching out to your health networks, anything class related, anything even like mental health related. There are different resources around campus that'll help you out a lot. And yeah, the best part about being in this club, there's people who have gone through it already. A lot of us are like kind of old, like I have to walk with a limp now. Like we're getting up there. I'm balding fast.
Yeah. I'm not.
But yeah, there's older members. You can always ask us for our experiences. We've gone through it, whether it's classes, socially, just living on campus. We got you. Security through community.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this now for this general meeting. You
How
were
was
never
the-
too. Oh, okay. You were never too smart to learn something new. You were looking at that very quickly. But just be nice. You know, I'm begging because people are really scared. But comments, concerns, no. Dang, we did a good job. You don't want to have any questions to ask me or him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, Kyle. Yes, Kyle was saying that it. Wait, what? Oh, dang. Okay, well. Okay, I'm just gonna say that Kyle was saying if you don't want like calzones late at night, insomnia cookies is open. However, I think that you should be eating more than just cookies. That's important because your stomach will not. You have a question? I'm sorry, my head is not. So there should be hypothetical signups coming next week. And there will be a plethora of or you can only do one. Yeah, they'll be coming out.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I ran mentorship last year. There's going to be a bunch of different groups that you're going to have your choices. It's going to be like this is my first, second, third choices. I know Chase will try his best to accommodate all of your personal preferences, but you will get placed into a mentorship group. You'll get to do something really cool throughout the semester, like rubber duckies. Real ones know about Glass Gang. Last year,
the saltine rotation.
But mentorship is going to be a great way. I think we try to keep like a 3-to-1 ratio. So it'll be kind of a close-knit group. You'll get a personal project out of it. You'll meet some really cool people, and you'll have a mentor that can accompany you throughout the entire, realistically, the entire time you're there, right? That should be open next semester, or next week.
Where's Junio at?
Where's good to get a good jacket?
So I personally subscribe to the philosophy that if you buy a crap jacket, it's crap to you. Personally, or our fair jacket. No, here's the argument. Yeah, I go in there, get some nice fitting outfit players. Just look around now. Don't keep out. Don't keep out. It's okay to spend too much. We'll last. Okay. That would be a crazy one. And then the books. Water, warhead. Yes, my guys.
And get a start. Your jacket's worthless and cold one blows down your back.
Yes.
You get them for like $5 at Goodwill. Just buy one.
Or you.
Or that.
Make them, that's so much fun. The yarn is like $2.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? Alan? You have any questions?
I do not.
Okay.
Good call. How are we gonna use this offensively?
Okay, yeah.
No, we're going up.